Maple syrup season is officially underway at Prairie Creek Park in Vigo County. News 10's Madison Zaleski visited the park today. She guides us through the process of collecting sap and making the sweet syrup we've all come to love.
The Vigo County Parks Department tapped over 100 maple trees in Prairie Creek Park earlier this week. The sap flows best on a warmer day following a night with temperatures near the freezing mark. Harvesters collect the sap by hammering a pointed metal pipe called a tap into the tree.
So it just comes out of here and gravity just kind of does its own thing. And we also have a pump in our pump house that will kind of help do some of that work for the sap as well. And it's going to pull the sap through that line all the way over into our holding tank. Once we get enough sap in our holding tank or into the sugar maple cabin here, and then that's when we're going to boil it.
Milian says it takes roughly 50 gallons of sap just to produce a gallon of maple syrup. Typically, the department waits to tap in mid-February, but they had to start early this year due to it being a milder winter.
If it gets too warm, it will kind of boil the sap within the trees and it will start to go bad. So with the El Nino years, while it might be great that we have a really mild, warm winter, it really hurts the maple syrup.
Milian says the process has been a long-standing tradition that dates back to the 1970s. Recently, the department believes they found pictures of maple producers tapping in the 80s.
They used to hang buckets on trees, and then they would have to come out and dump the sap in the buckets into buckets in the wagon.
When it comes time to boil the sap, Milian encourages the public to visit and see how the syrup is made.
So that way they can learn how to do it on their own, so that way they can go back home, and if you have a maple tree in your backyard or even a walnut tree, you can tap your own tree and make your own syrup.
People will be able to sample the syrup at the Prairie Creek Pancake Breakfast on February 17th. Reporting in Vigo County, I'm Madison Zaleski.